My guy. It's good with you, man.
Busy, busy.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, we both busy to be
Yeah.
fair.
Life been kicking
Yeah,
my
so
ass.
one,
Yeah.
I want to apologize to the listeners, the viewers. Life happens clearly. It's just that's just how it be, dog. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. Shit been rough the last couple months, man. It's been a lot going on. So, you know. But we here though. We in here.
Hmm.
So what you thinking about this fight card tomorrow?
It's an interesting one because you go back to the first one, Islam Bolt
Right.
one. Still to this day, I really think Volk had a good case for why he should have won.
Oh, I gave it to him 3-2.
Yeah, but it's like
But
I
it I mean
understand
it was a split. So I mean
exactly,
it really could have went either way.
exactly.
It was a close fight.
Now him taking it on short notice, he is going to be at a disadvantage for a little bit. Now
No.
I think just for the same simple fact, not a full camp, but at the same time,
He
who
didn't have
knows?
to,
He could have been training this entire time.
he always does.
Yeah, so
But he's not gonna have to cut a lot of weight either.
that is true.
Because he doesn't walk around that heavy.
That is true.
I think he said that he walks around at like what 68, 70.
Mm.
So do his even through a short camp and a weight cut, like you can get to 55 like pretty easily.
Yeah.
So, I think that'll work in his favor.
You think you can get him this time?
Both? Yeah, absolutely. I think he can. I mean, I think Islam can win too. I mean, it can go either way for
I
sure.
would say it's staying off feet. I actually want to take Volk a little bit more.
I don't know, bro.
Like Islam is.
I would say Volk on foot, but like
Islam can hold his own.
Islam was piecing his ass up in that first fight. Like he was in there. I was impressed. I was like, all right.
The Dagestani is well, more so out of Khabib's camp. Islam probably has the best stand up I've seen.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he has the best hands for sure.
Oh yeah, but it's really like that wrestling. They almost kind of canceled each other out because it's like there weren't really times I felt Volk was truly in trouble.
No, I don't think so either. But Islam was able to get him down, and Volk he struggled a little bit to get Islam down. But I mean, Islam is the bigger dude,
exactly.
So
that's pretty
it makes sense that he wouldn't be able to get the leverage that he needed to take him down because of the fact that he's like shorter. But Volk's got the strength. I mean, that's not the problem. It's the positioning with him being shorter. He has to use more leverage to get him down, and he wasn't really able to capitalize on that.
So,
but he did get him off his feet a few times. Just it was harder for him. I think Volk is going to take it. It'll probably go 5 rounds.
Yeah, I got Volk decision. All right. Usman Chimaev.
That's going to be the one.
Because did you see Usman kind of got hurt a
little bit? He talked about that at the press conference. He said it was fake.
Oh, okay.
He said that he's not hurt.
Okay. Hey, well, that's good to hear, at least.
But I don't even know where to go with that one. I mean, they both can strike and wrestle.
I'd say Hamza has the better hands just because he's got more power.
Striking wise, yes, I think Hamzat is definitely better.
But I mean,
if
it goes Usman, that's where I'm really curious. If it goes to the ground.
Oh, grappling wise? Oh man, come on.
I mean,
no, that ain't even close.
I'm not gonna knock Chimaev's wrestling.
No. I'm saying Chimaev is the better grappler.
Really?
The motherfucker was at Sambo. He's a grappler for real. Usman, when have you seen Usman submit anybody? No. Hamzat has the better grappling. The wrestling will cancel out. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, Hamzat was on a national team, though. I
I
don't
will
think Usman
say
was on a
though,
national team.
when he fought, what's his name, the Brazilian dude?
Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert
Mm-hmm.
Burns. Burns kind of exposed a little bit in Jemiah.
As far as what?
Like he was actually piecing him up pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like really curious now to see like, okay, so you got a guy whose wrestling is either equal or maybe like a step below yours, but can strike. So I'm like, okay, I'm very curious.
I mean, Usman ain't no punk neither. I
Exactly.
mean,
So
he got strength.
yeah.
I mean, you
So
saw what he did to Gilbert Burns. I
oh
mean, he was dropping him with straight like jabs. So
now to be fair, that last one,
yeah.
I will give Gilbert that. But so who you taking?
If I had to pick one, I think I'll probably go with Hamzat.
Okay.
It's only a 3-round fight,
Yeah.
so
You know, it's kind of like
I think Hamzat is going to be the more active of the two.
mm-hmm.
So I think he'll probably get it.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
It'll probably be a decision, but I mean, I think Hamzat is going to win.
Yeah. Oh, which I'm glad you reminded me because I actually meant to talk with you about this. Just want to send a shout out to our girl Leslie Hernandez.
Oh
Finally
yeah,
getting back in cage.
yeah,
Well, I think you were saying you were possibly thinking about going to that fight.
yeah,
So,
yeah. I
yeah.
think I might go.
You know, I'm definitely excited for her because I was talking with her last time I was at a pick and roll, just how she was healing up and all that
Mm-hmm.
with her shoulder, and you know, she was saying she felt good, you know, just looking to get back in there. So I'm definitely excited for her.
Yeah,
Yeah. So uh, shout out to you, Leslie. Shout out to all y'all over there at pick and roll. Uh, Excited to see you fight, and yeah, definitely will be in attendance.
yeah. I might have to check that out for sure. Well, it's because it's what in the middle of November, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
November 17th. Yeah, that's 3 days before my birthday.
yeah. Then I'll probably go.
Yeah.
I'll probably go. Yeah.
Yep. Man, so what's up, man? What else you want to talk?
Man, what's been going on with this preseason, dog? You been watching these
Yeah,
preseason games?
I caught a little bit Clippers Nuggets the other day.
Man, I don't know, man. Phoenix looking a little exposed right now.
Well, also because I had not yet.
They looking a little exposed. You know, shout to my man's Nate in the Chasing Classics group. Me and him was talking about this. They do too much handoff basketball. It's like they just kind of run around the floor and hand the ball off a couple of times until one of their stars gets it to shoot it. And that type of play style is not going to translate in the regular season. So I'm going to need them to figure something else out.
Well, I mean, like we talked about in the basketball special. Well, we all talked about in the basketball special, which that's available on YouTube. Go check it out. I still don't like the thought of Book playing predominantly the point.
Bill's the point.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because for a minute they were saying like, oh, Book was going to do it. And I'm like, that's stupid.
Well, Book actually has experience doing it because when they were, getting their ass kicked every night before they got good, before Chris Paul came,
he had to.
Book was it. So he was the one doing the playmaking. So, I mean, he's got a little bit of experience with it, but Bill also was doing a lot of that in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, somebody said it best, like, they say this is about to be kind of scary for Bradley Beal. Think about it. He's been giving teams number one defender 30 pieces for years. Now the third best guy gonna have to guard it.
Well, that was what I was telling because they showed a clip of Book, and he was like, it's gonna be he was basically they tried to make it like, oh, this is the 2024 version of Ja Morant talking about we fine in the West. Because he was just like, I don't know how anybody's gonna guard us. Like, no one's gonna be able to guard us. And I told Nate, I was like, they can guard. They just can't double.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a tough cover because you can't double Bill, you can't double Book, and you can't double KD.
Oh yeah.
Because if you double one of them, then that's gonna leave two of them doing what they do.
I will say this. I think obviously they gotta stay healthy. I think Clips got the best shot with two of the best two-way wings in the league.
They the ones who gotta fucking stay healthy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Them niggas ain't never healthy.
I mean, like, I will say this.
Shit, Kawhi is always hurt.
I do say this. I do like that Kawhi has been playing in preseason. Because I'm like, that's what should have been happening.
He got to get his reps up somehow.
Exactly.
It's like they keep letting him sit out the preseason, and they let him sit out damn near half of the regular season, and then they're like, all right, you come in and play. Like, nah, man.
I will say is I don't like the whole rule to some degree about like obviously load management, because the problem I only have with it is I don't like how the Clippers have the toughest schedule in terms of traveling.
Honestly, I don't think load management really helps the players.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
It actually makes it harder for them.
Yeah, because you have to get back to it.
Right. It's like if you when that why do you think, and I tell my young boys this that watch basketball, I'm like, why do you think that guys like Michael Jordan were so revered in his career? They never sat out. Michael Jordan played 82 games, like 9 times in his whole, like throughout his whole career. It was like 9 seasons out of the 15 that he played in. He played all 82 games.
Exactly.
And he, played in at least 80 games. I think it was like 11 times. And it's just like that. That's how you stay in it, because you constantly getting reps up and you're always playing. So you're always good. But then when they make you sit out for extended periods of time and your body kind of gets soft, and then you want to come back and play, then you getting hurt because you ain't conditioned.
When he got hurt in playoffs last season, me and you literally sat here and I told you it was stupid for you to keep him at a minutes restriction all season and then jump straight to 40 minutes.
Right. You can't do that. That's like when you're playing a sport like basketball, you got to ramp your body up to that point.
Exactly. So it should have been a gradual build-up.
Right. Like, they should have been playing 20 minutes, then they go 25.
10 games,
then they go 30.
15, 20.
Right.
The next 10 to 15 games, we're going to do
20, 25.
25. And
something,
just
do like a 5-minute increase per week.
Exactly.
Or per amount of games.
Like, that's all you should.
That should have been, by the time he got to the playoffs, his body would have been ready to play at least 30 minutes.
I will not fault Paul George ever, because his was just a freak accident.
Paul George was on his game.
Exactly.
He got
that was just like a wrong time.
Yeah, that's nothing that he could control.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna give him no heat for that one.
But I tell you what, though, I am excited for Podcast Pete. So I'm not.
Yeah, Podcast P was a good show.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Everybody likes to hate on it, but I'm like, bro,
I liked it.
We're talking about a dude that is regarded by anybody as easily one of the most skilled players in this era of basketball. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I actually enjoy Podcast P. It's a good show.
Oh yeah, so
I watch all of the NBA players. I've only watched Pat Bev a few times, but I've watched a lot of JJ Redick's. I watched all of the Podcast P the whole first season.
And all the smoke.
All the smoke. I love the Knuckleheads.
Oh yeah.
Their interviews are always good.
Do you watch Point Forward?
I've watched it a few times. It's not bad.
The only thing heard me out. I've never heard Evan Turner talk in his career. So when I heard him for the first time, I'm like, oh.
Man got that Kermit voice. Yeah. Got that Kermit D Frog.
Oh, another thing we talked about too, or excuse me, we all talked
I
about.
like the Draymond Green show. Draymond to me is hilarious. I like
bro, I don't
Draymond.
want to hear about LeBron 24/7.
I don't really talk about LeBron too much. Not in the episodes that I watched.
That's fair.
He would be talking about a specific thing, usually.
That's fair. Oh, I did want to bring this up though. I didn't get to sit in on the basketball special. Yeah, obviously, I'm the producer, so you got to make some sacrifices.
This nigga.
No, but one thing I did want to say, Chris Paul on the Warriors. I'm sorry, that's not going to work. It's not going to.
Yeah, it is now. What do you mean?
It's not going to work.
Why won't it?
Right. They move around way too much for him.
He'll be fine. He will be fine because he is going to be dictating the game. They'll probably have a lineup set up where he's going to run the one and they're going to have Curry to the two. So Curry is going to be the one still running around all over the place, and then he can, boom, hit him, done.
That's the only way I see it work.
It can work. Or they put him in the second unit and have him run with that group.
Now, from what I was hearing, and I'm probably wrong, they were talking about doing Curry at the one and him at the two. I'm like, that's not gonna work.
It's gonna be Chris at the one and Curry at the two.
That's how I envision.
That makes way more sense. Because Chris Paul is not a shooter like Steph, so it would make.
Though, I'm like,
and he doesn't run off screens like Steph.
Exactly.
So
but I looked at it like this: if that is the lineup, you mean to tell me the most dangerous guard we have ever seen in terms of he can facilitate and he is known as the greatest shooter of all time. He just has to run around and shoot. Oh man, they're gonna go on tear if that's the lineup.
That's what is gonna happen. That's how it has to happen. Because I mean, honestly, if you look at Steph's game, he always plays like a two guard because Draymond is the one quarterbacking.
And that's what I've always said.
Steph is a two guard.
It's like when people rank their top point guards, I actually put Steph lower because I don't consider him a one.
I think Steph Curry is like
he's a combo.
He's a combo. He's kind of
more of a two.
He's
like Kyrie. They're twos.
Right, hit Kyrie, Iverson. He's like one of those guys where it's like, yeah, he might be a point, but he's a killer.
Exactly.
He scores the ball. Like that's what he does. That's his specialty is scoring.
Oh, yeah.
He is a two guard at heart. His game is like a two guard.
Yeah.
So putting Chris Paul in there at the point to, orchestrate the offense with him running off screens, doing what he does, like that. And then you got Clay at the three. And then I think they're going to have, when Draymond come back, because he's injured, they're going to have him at the 4. Or they might put him at the 5.
Yeah, run a small ball lineup.
And then, but Kuminga at the 4.
It's either, if Draymond's healthy, they're going to put him at the 4 and probably start Javon Looney at the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that one you just said, Kuminga at the 4 and then
shit, Kuminga been balling.
Oh, yeah. Nice, bro.
Kuminga has been going nuts this preseason. They say he's leading the league right now in scoring for the preseason. Like, he is hooping.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you, man, like...
Kuminga been in his bag.
Is going to be interesting this year. I mean, obviously, Dame leaving...
Man,
it sort of opened it up a little bit.
That's the story. No, it didn't.
I think it did to some degree.
The Trailblazers was never going to make a difference anyway, with him or not with him. They weren't. Look at what happened last year. That man had the best statistical season of his career, and they didn't even fucking make the playoffs. They didn't even make the play-in tournament. So it's like, come on, dog. Like they got the same team this year as they did last year, except for Scoot. And I think they picked up someone else, but they still had Anthony.
Jeremy Grant.
They still got Jeremy. He was there last year.
Yeah. To some degree, I think.
Like Shaden Sharp is coming into his own. Anthony Simons is still there. So I mean, they guard heavy.
You know, that's why I'm still a little mad. Like, we didn't try harder to go for Drew when they had him for that split second.
I would have thought that he would have went to either the Clippers or maybe what was the other squad? It was another team I was thinking that he might go. Was it Philly? No, not Philly. It was somewhere on the East Coast. I can't remember where now, but I was Miami.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna go to Miami. Or
yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. Now I think we're still gonna try. Well, apparently we're still trying to make a play for Harden, but I'm like, I think we just need to give that up.
Why y'all want that nigga?
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Like that dude is he is just wilding out right now.
Case right now.
That nigga is wailing right now.
Here's my thing with him. If we can get him for basically pennies on the dollar, I'm all for it. But the problem is, dude over there, GM, what's his name?
Oh, Daryl Morey. Yeah.
I spaced out one place that. He trolling basically.
I don't think he really want to let Harden go.
He don't. Or he needs to get something that he just cannot refuse.
I don't think that the Clippers have the assets to give up.
Yeah,
for
because he said
homeboy.
He wants Terrence Mann. We're not giving up Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann and who else?
Terrence Mann, obviously some draft capital, but apparently the trade needs to be centered around Terrence Mann.
Who knows? Maybe they'll throw your boy in the trade, and y'all will welcome him back to the city. Your boy Tobias Harris, Terrence Mann to take his spot.
No,
you had him on the court with Tyrese Maxey. Like,
problem is, I just don't see a point to bring back Tobias. Like, Tobias is nice. Like,
well, I'm saying just to make the trade.
Yeah,
like,
but at this point, I'm much rather just go after Malcolm Brogdon.
He did go to the Portland.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been eyeing him since he was on the Celtics because we were originally going to get him, but he had something wrong.
His elbow.
Yeah. So that stopped everything.
Well, y'all get him now. I think he wants out of Portland. I don't think. He wanted out of Boston too, which I don't understand why.
I think it was just because he wanted to start over Derek White, but Derek White won the job. Or excuse me, no.
So what then? Derek White is probably better than him.
Exactly.
So it's like,
but I think he wanted to start over him and Marcus Smart because he thought he was better. But I'm like,
nah, son.
Yeah, Marcus Smart is one of the best two-way guards in the league.
Was it? Come on, son. Come on, son.
Yeah, but I'm like, hey, I'm all for it because the problem is we get Harden. Obviously,
that's too much.
Well, not even just
how he gonna play with Russ, PG, Kawhi, especially with Russ. I mean, you saw them play together in Houston, and that shit didn't work.
But not even just that, though. I'm like, so we're gonna put you at the one, you or Russ at the one, and then whichever one doesn't start at the one goes to the two. PG at the three, Kawhi at the four. Like, bro, that's a little too much ball.
It'll probably be Russ at the one.
Yeah. But that's too many players, not enough ball to go around.
Pause.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd be hard to say because you could put Russ at the two, but James Harden's a better shooter than Russ.
Yeah, I'm much rather have Harden.
But James Harden's a better facilitator than Russ also.
Well,
he's a way better playmaker than Russ. Stop it. So it would be tough. It would be tough to decide that. Defensively, yes, for sure.
Because he's more active. Like, that's what I always say, too. Like, going back to the Lakers, how they were always hating on Russ when he was there. I'm like, bro, you guys don't understand. He plays at 100 miles per hour all the time. So if he messes up, you just got to deal with it.
That and
That's his game.
he can't play in a system with LeBron.
Exactly. They're the same exact player.
They both need the ball
exactly.
to be successful.
And on
And
top of that,
he's not an off ball player. He never has been.
Oh yeah. But on top of that too, it's like I don't think really they were just ready for the chaos that kind of comes with Russ in terms of his play style.
Mm.
Like I said, he plays at 100 miles per hour all the time. So it's like if he's like getting a turnover, you just gotta live with it, and that's what I've always said with him. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sticking with. Let's just go after Malcolm Brogdon. Let's just do that.
So why do y'all need him anyway?
Probably
backup
run
point.
That second unit.
Y'all ain't got no backup point.
Technically we do with Bones.
Mm.
And they say he's been doing okay too.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty decent in the preseason as well. So
what would you?
Like, why y'all don't just have him come in instead of getting another point? You already got him.
I think it's more so just to kind of let him be the dominant scorer. I think that's more so the case.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Plus, also help defensively with that second unit. Because Bones kind of sags on. He's basically like a skinnier Lou Will. Yeah, if you really want to break it down.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, he's nice. Like, I even got to apologize because I was hating on him a little bit. Well, nah, because when there were trade talks about Giroux, I'm like, bro, trade Bones for Giroux. Like, if Bones has to be included in that trade package, I'm all for it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Exactly.
If that trade is on the table, you make that.
Exactly.
You make that trade.
Like, you trade Bones, yeah, he's young and is the future.
You get Drew.
To get Drew,
yeah,
a win now player.
Yeah, Drew. Oh, yeah, get Drew.
Come on.
It makes way more sense.
That's all I'm saying.
He fits the timeline of PG and Kawhi.
Exactly.
So it makes sense to have him over Bones. I mean, that trade probably wasn't on the table though.
There was a lot of talk for it, but I think it involved just so much that it was like we'd basically be depleting a lot of assets because they wanted a lot. So, which I can't fault.
What, for Drew?
Yeah.
Who, Portland?
Yeah, they wanted.
Yeah, Portland is over there stacking right now.
They're trying to do it. Everybody watching what OKC doing it, like, yeah. But OKC, my sleeper.
You see your boys' games, Wembanyama?
Yeah, man,
that nigga Wembanyama is something else. That boy's serious. It's like you see this man's handle package at 7'4". That shit is madness. I was like, damn, he just hit him with the quick cross.
No, somebody said too,
that boy got footwork, everything.
If it was him instead of Paul George trying to block that Dame game winner,
that would have been a real, yeah. No chance. No chance.
Oh man, but
that dude will blow coverage and still block the shot. Like it's insane.
There was one play he had in the preseason too. Like, dude was like probably a few steps from like the free throw line. Somebody threw it. Oof, he catches it. I'm like, right. Wow.
He did that. He caught it two-handed on the way down. I'm like, he's sitting there. I'm like, I see the ball coming down, and then he just kind of like jumps up, grabs it, dunks it. I'm just like, oh no,
no. I don't know what people gonna do for that.
It ain't a lot you can do with nothing. You got him he hit you with that half spin and the turnaround. It's like, what do you do with that? That motherfucker skyscraper, dog. Like, you can't reach. He wasn't reaching that.
Gonna be yelled at from low coverage, like, gonna be like, Coach, what do you want me to do? Like,
right,
what?
4. I'm like, y'all thought KD was hard to guard with his jump shot. That nigga Wembanyama got KD-like skills, and he's 5 inches taller.
Let me ask you, because I cracked a joke. Devin Booker been wearing his cool gray books.
Man, them trash ass.
Exactly. But it's funny. I sent a message to my boys that I hoop with, and I told them if I catch any one of y'all with these on, I am making it my life's mission to cook you.
They look just like. Have you ever seen Nike Terminators?
Yes.
They look just like Nike Terminator
I never
lows.
thought about that.
Bro, peep this out.
Oh my god.
I sent a picture of it in the Chasing Classics group, and they were like, "Yo," and I was like, "Yeah, like this is what I think that looks like."
Bro. I did not even think about that. That
Right.
is
All
so
right. Look at
weird.
it. This is the one he pitched. Posted that, and then you look at the Terminator. It's really fucking similar.
That's probably where they took the inspiration from,
And I'm
honestly.
just like, dog, like a Terminator is like $110. Like, I'm pretty sure that those books is not gonna be that cheap.
They more than 150. Oh god, they trying to rob people.
They'll probably be like around one, probably
120,
around one,
130.
nah, like probably 140.
Oh nah, that's still robbery. I'm not
They'd
gonna
probably be like
lie.
140, maybe 150, but I think it'll probably be like around 140.
Like, look,
Because the KDs are 150, and I don't think they're gonna cost more than the KD.
tell y'all what, I'm playing against any of y'all with them on. Just know I got my Kyries. I'm turning into Uncle Drew that game.
I'm coming to hooping these.
Oh no.
Rookie MJ boy.
Nigga,
Nah.
if I see you with those, I'm walking away. Like, okay, you gotta be a true menace. The ball is Jordan ones. Like,
Why?
nah.
No, I ain't gonna ball it.
Hey, nah, I was taught, man. You see a nigga come to the court and Jordan wants just walk away.
I mean,
Either that nigga is about to give you a quick 40 piece, or yeah, like he tackled niggas. Like it's one or the other.
I hoop in a pair of Jordan ones for shits and giggles. I would do it. I mean, Mike had to get one last run in what was it, 90, 98, 97, 98? He was his 98. His last game in MSG. He wore a pair of Chicago ones. Then he was like, man, I was in the back, feet was bleeding. I was,
That sound like
he was like, my feet
story.
were literally bleeding.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, them joints didn't hold up well. But he had on a pair of like OGs, dude. So he had on a pair of joints from like 1985, and this was in '98. So them joints was old already, and yeah.
If you been keeping up with the NFL season at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So sadly, the boys just took their first loss of the season.
Against who?
Cleveland. Without Deshaun Watson. Here's the thing, though. No. Hang on.
No,
Before you say that,
no,
Cleveland
no.
actually statistically has the best defense in the league right now. Statistically.
Yeah, they do, but defense don't score touchdowns.
Oh, they can't.
Where is our defense? Like,
Now, here's the thing. I give a lot of credit to that defense because they played us exactly how we be playing people. Like, even if we don't get like pick sixes and all of that, or like fumbles, which Fred Warner obviously got picked. That's Fred Warner. We gonna make it ugly. Like you gonna know you were in a battle. That's what they did with us, and it got to a point we started getting desperate on both sides and making like critical mistakes. So even though Cleveland had their backup quarterback, I still got to give them credit because they went in there and did what they were supposed to do. Now, I will say this: I am glad we took that loss because sadly we needed it. It's the show. Hey, the season ain't gonna be easy, dog.
Yeah, fair
And on
enough.
top of that, that was Brock Purdy's worst game.
Because what? So how many have we won so far?
We're 5.
5? Yeah.
Yeah, but Brock Purdy needed that. he needed that loss
And
because
as long as we win enough to make it to the post.
we'll make it to the post for one. The only competition in our division we have is the Rams, obviously.
Well,
I mean, Seahawks, they could sneak in there later, but I doubt it. Mellon and Brady only shows up from time to time. Geno Smith.
Melanin Brady.
Yeah, that's what I call him. Hey, man, Mellon and Brady. Mellon and Brady.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But
They ain't nowhere near no Brady.
I say this all the time. You know why the Eagles lost that Super Bowl? Take a guess.
They actually didn't.
Oh, they did.
No.
Oh, they lost.
No, because here's why I say that. I don't
Okay.
remember what quarter it was in, but there was a play that went the opposite way and it shouldn't have. And I was just like, if the Eagles would have got that play the way that it should have, they would have won that game.
Are you talking about that hold?
I can't remember if it was the hold or something happened.
But
Because me and my mom were watching the game and we both were like, what the fuck was that? Like, are you serious?
regardless, though, because obviously KC had to make that comeback.
Yeah.
You know why they lost? They weren't battle tested.
Mm-mm.
Because they almost went undefeated. They didn't lose till like later on in the season. And I've always said teams that win the Super Bowl are typically battle tested during the season.
Yeah.
So that's when
Yep.
you figure out how to battle through the adversity. So that's why I say that loss we just took to Cleveland was good for us.
Yeah.
So, and also there's been a lot of talk. We gonna make a splash mid-season with another mid-season trade like last year.
Oh boy.
Going after somebody.
Who you think it is?
Now, the unrealistic one, PS2, Patrick Surtain the second. I doubt Denver gonna give him up.
I was about to say,
I doubt it.
I
That's
don't
who
know.
I would really
I
want.
don't know.
But I've heard talks about Chase Young in
Uh,
Washington. I've heard a couple others, like Brian Burns, I think I saw. Um, Now, realistically, I want a corner more than somebody on the defensive line.
yeah.
Just because corner, I feel, is the only spot we are lacking in our defense. Like, our safeties can hold up. Now, we do need to go on ahead and start Jair Brown because I'm sorry, Tashawn Gibson is pissing me off.
Why?
He made a stupid tackle that basically costed us the game.
Rookie mistake.
Oh, you're not even a rookie. That's
Well, no, he's not. He's not a rookie, but
Oh,
it
yeah, I
was
get what
it
you're
was a
saying.
rookie mistake.
Yeah, but I'm like, I can't stand this nigga. But like, yeah, you could get somebody to be on the other side of Bosa, but it's like I just don't feel like we need that because we're always creating pressure regardless. It's either we need to get somebody on the O line because Trent Williams needs help.
Yeah.
It's just clear. Or we need to get a corner because we're pretty set everywhere else.
Yeah, I knew corner was a big one for us.
Yeah, because like when you really think about it, you could say Richard Sherman was the last great corner we ever had. I don't consider him the last great corner we ever had because he was already on the decline when he was with us.
But he was still good.
Yeah, he was
though.
still putting up numbers, but it's like realistically, when you think about like great corners, our last one was Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, realistically.
And that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, so
Long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Because I was a little boy when Dion played for the Niners. I want to say that was in the 90s.
Yeah. So,
Well, that was a minute ago.
Corner or O line, one of those two. my top who we need to trade for. Yeah, that's all
Makes
I'm gonna
sense.
say there. Man, so what's up, man? What else we got on the topic list today?
Oh, what else were we gonna talk about? So it was like, what do you want to talk about? Talk about what we gonna be doing next weekend. Young Wesley, don't bring the washcloth, big homie.
Oh,
Because we already know what that means.
oh, say that. Oh man. Well, Sema.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
We all know what that means. We can't take his ass to Target ever again.
Oh no, we going back to the target. Let's just get that out of the way. We going back. Like, hey, look, I hope some of the same people still work there too.
It was like, damn, these niggas again. It's like they about to come in here and wild out for no reason. They're like, well,
Yo, oh my god,
it wasn't even so much as the workers; it was the customers in
man.
there,
Because the
man.
problem is, it's just like from the moment we stepped in there, it was just out of pocket the entire time.
Yeah, it really
Like this
was.
dude was saying some of the wildest stuff I've ever heard. And I'm like, me, you just looking at each other like,
That is where the washcloth reference comes from. Was when we were in Target. This nigga Young Wesley was wilding out, talk about a washcloth. He had us in there dead.
bro, like I kid you not, I was dropped to the floor and I was laughing so
I was
hard.
like, we're sitting there in the aisleway talking as me and you and that white couple was there. I was like, did you hear this nigga? I was just like, I was like, what the fuck is he over here talking about? I was like, wait a goddamn minute now. It's like again they started laughing at us. It's just like this is, it was like every aisleway we were in there cracking something.
But, you know, this year gonna be fun. What this my
What was it, what your third one?
my fourth
Fourth
actually,
one?
yeah. Yeah, because I forgot 2020 they didn't do one. My first year was 2019. This is gonna be your second one. This John still going?
Yeah.
Okay, this gonna be his first. It's gonna be fun to have him there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you, expectations you have for this one? Because you know, last year, you know, you're just kind of trying to take it all in.
I don't know. I'm gonna expect to see more Z cars.
Yeah,
There was a few of them there last year, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more
and you
this
know,
year.
it's funny you said that too. Because my child was asking me like, "What do you think the car is going to be this year?" Bro? The Z, I have a feeling.
No. The car?
Like the car everybody's trying to do. Like the Z is gonna be there for
Yeah,
the
I
most
don't know
part.
if it's gonna be the car.
Yeah, but
It was the car last year.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
saw that.
We saw that. Well, there wasn't a lot of them, but in that
I bet
one,
you're
then
just gonna see more.
that one area where they had the a Nosatech was at,
Oh yeah.
they had quite a few of them in that center area. They had like 5 or 6 of them that were like specialty like built cars. Then they had in the main like area when you walk in. Remember they had that yellow one sitting in there, like right by the door to go into where all of the vendors and stuff was at. And shit, that might have been it. There, there was probably about maybe 7 or 8 of them that I saw at the whole event. Like it wasn't that many. So I mean, they're definitely gonna be more this year, but this year, I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it might be the C8.
Again.
The Z06. Because
Well,
it wasn't out back then. So it's like you're probably gonna see quite a few of those
I mean,
there.
see it regardless.
Um, I mean, hell, we
That E-Ray is probably going to be
yeah, the
there.
E-Ray, yeah,
I expect to see some more.
the new Mustangs.
Yep,
That I think we're gonna see a
probably
lot
the
of those.
GT3 RS. We're probably going to see a few of those.
Oh yeah, the Porsche, yeah. I think the Mustang is gonna probably be a big one because there was only there wasn't any.
Yeah.
We saw the new Mustang at that thing that we went to in Scottsdale. At
Oh, Barrett Jackson.
yeah, Barrett Jackson, they had the Dark Horse edition there before it, but it wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
Now you can actually get one, so I think we're probably
I
gonna
think
see more of
the
those.
Civic Type R2 will see a little bit more of those.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I remember only seeing one or two last year. I could be
I
wrong.
saw a handful of them, but it wasn't a lot of them.
So I think we'll see a lot more this year.
Oh, the Integra, the Type S.
Oh yeah.
You're probably gonna see a lot of those. That's gonna be a
I'm
big
really
one.
sorry too, because I actually have not seen them yet.
No?
Not just actually been able to just look at one.
Oh no, I've seen them in person. I've seen two so far.
Because there was
I actually really fucking like it, man.
you considered one?
Not for that price.
How much?
60.
Oh. Even then, Toyota.
Now that's before the markup.
Well, here's the thing too.
Well, it's probably still a markup.
Toyota across the street from my dealership. These niggas got a pre-owned 2023 Civic Type R. They asking 56.
Shit, you can buy a brand new one for 56.
Well, not even less than.
I've seen a few brand new ones around for like 52, 53.
Bruh, like, I literally built one on Honda, and it only came to like 45.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about like at an actual dealership though. I've seen a
Oh man, I got too much knowledge in the game.
No, I mean I wouldn't, but I'm just saying like I've seen them like on showrooms for like 53, 52. One of them was like 54. Because for a minute when they first came out, them motherfuckers was going for like 65, 70, and I was like, y'all are bugging right now.
But back to Sema though. I'd probably say expectation for myself. Obviously, just shoot a little bit more content. Obviously
that for me too. I'm
talk
yeah.
with people, but I mean, I've really talked to who I need to talk to already, so I'm not tripping on that too much.
I took a lot of pictures last year, so I'm definitely gonna take a lot of pictures this year. But I think I'm gonna I might do some videos too, like take videos and stuff. So
yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm looking forward to it. I will say this: it always is interesting because obviously I had to make a post with my detailing page. Just letting everybody know, I'm gonna be gone for that week. And then it's always funny because like I get flooded with messages. How can you go to Sema? You can go to Sema? All right, so look. Free game.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure you have heard this many times, but I'm going to tell you exactly how it works. For one, why are you laughing, dog? What?
Proceed.
For starters, you cannot go to Sema typically. Excuse me.
Seriously.
Let me clear my throat.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness.
You cannot go to Sema typically unless you have an LLC in the automotive industry. Now, let me tell y'all how you can do it if you yourself don't have an LLC. Number one, like Eddie here, technically, he works for me. You detail cars every now and then. You feel me?
Yeah, mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
mine.
Yeah, so technically, he works for me. Same with John. Same with Wes. They work for me. Number two, if you happen to work at an automotive anything, anything involved in the automotive industry, you can ask them to apply. Chances are they will. Obviously, they got to get accepted, but they will do it. Number three, you got to be in media involved in the automotive industry. Now, number three is the hardest because did I tell you that's originally what I was trying to get Wes a pass for?
Oh, the media pass? Yeah.
Yep. I can't do it for him, sadly. Heck, he can't even do it himself because he doesn't have a big enough following. So,
Really?
oh yeah, like basically, I'll put it to you this way. Remember how back in the day, if you had 10K on like Instagram, you were an influencer.
Yeah.
100K is the new 10K.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so yeah,
I mean, shit. Nowadays, it's like all you got to do is be cute with an OnlyFans link, and you get like tens of thousands of followers in a couple of weeks. Like it's crazy now.
oh yeah. So those are really the only three ways. Now, a way you can at least go to the final day. I don't recommend this because the gentleman that I got a pass for this year, he did this last year, and he told me it was the worst experience he's ever had at anything.
What going on the last day?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
because
that's when everybody's
well, not
there.
even just that. You got to stand in that line
Mm-hmm.
for hours. By the time they give you your pass, you probably only have at most 3 hours to walk around that entire site.
And let me tell you, that ain't enough.
Exactly.
It took me 2 days to walk around the entire event. It took me 2 whole days.
Yep. And see everything you wanted to
Well,
see.
not 2 whole days because we
Well,
weren't
just
there
see.
all day,
Well,
but
see everything you wanted to see.
right, we were
And on
there.
top of that, you probably missed a bunch that you didn't even realize.
No, I went everywhere.
Oh, really?
That's why it took me 2 days because I
Okay.
literally went everywhere.
I gotta commend you, my boy. You're one of
I,
the few that
I,
actually use that timeline.
that was the whole purpose. I was like, I want to see everything. So I literally walked in every area. I went all across everything, the whole outside, all around the whole building, inside the whole building. I went everywhere. And it took me 2 days. And we went from what did we get there? Probably what, like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we were there until about 4.
Yeah.
So it took me 2 whole days of that to get through the entire thing. And then the third day was basically just going back and, getting a better look at the stuff that you really wanted to see up close. But the first 2 days was me just trying to see everything. I just wanted to walk through everything just to see what was all there.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I tell everybody, like when they ask me about, how I'm able to go and all that, first thing I tell them is, I didn't make the LLC for no reason. Like that was a prime reason of me getting the LLC. Like if I'm just being upfront. Now, obviously, there's other benefits having an LLC, like I've been telling you, but it's like I mainly wanted to make sure I could go to SEMA and all the homies could go.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest thing for me. So I'm just glad I'm able to help people be able to go. Because I say all the time, if you are in the cars, it's one event you should go to at least one time in your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, I will say for some of y'all new booty niggas that be going,
Just
hey, look, I mean, I coined that phrase for you, my
oh,
boy.
I know you did.
Look, I'm just going to tell you like this. Companies do not care about your car builds. They don't want you to be over there. Oh, I'm building this. Da, 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 da. Can you sponsor me? They don't want you to do that. Just talk with the people at the booth. Get a card for somebody. and then contact them when you need something. That's all you need to do.
Now, some people will, like when I was at the Gritty booth,
Yeah.
like that guy talked to me about my builds,
Oh yeah.
but he asked me.
Exactly.
Like I didn't say, "Hey, I'm building this shit." Like
Yeah.
he saw me looking at a couple of parts, and he asked me what would I be putting it on.
Yeah.
And I told him I had an SR20, and he was like, "Oh yeah, SR." He's like, "What you got it in?" And then I told him I had an S12. Word? He was like, "You got pictures of it?" He was like, "I want to see that." And we sat there and talked about it. You know, some people that if you start talking about stuff, they'll ask you like what you're building. So when they ask you, it's cool, but don't come up to them and hey, I'm building this.
Yeah, like
don't come up there trying to sell them on it.
Yeah, because it's like obviously, you ask certain questions like, hey, I'm building this. Would you recommend this part or this part? That's okay, but it's like when you basically just straight out the gate, like, oh, would y'all want to sponsor my business? Like,
nah,
don't do
that.
Don't do that.
If you come up there looking desperate, like, nah, like, don't do that.
Because even like when I did that video with Greg, when he had the Porsche there the first year, like, it wasn't really like I bombarded him. Like, literally, I posted on his IG, like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be at the booth looking at this thing for hours. And he actually remembered that comment. And I saw him at the rap party that we go to. And, me and him were just chopping it up. We were just talking about RWBs. And he tells me, you know what, hey, come to the booth, bro. We gonna do a video together. Talk about the car. Break it down. And yeah, that's how that happened. That's how me and him became pretty cool. We were gonna do it last year, but we were gonna film some stuff last year, but I was still kind of going through the whole, losing my grandmother thing. Like, I really did not want to film anything last year because yeah, it was just kind of tough just being on camera. So I was just trying to focus on, just enjoy the trip, kind of just talk to who you need to talk to. But yeah, this year definitely hoping to get some stuff done with him again, especially he's bringing the car back. We're going to new colors, so I'm looking forward to that. Great, definitely excited to see you and the entire Nose Tech crew. And overall, I'm just excited, man, because the boy is thinking about pulling the trigger on something next year. Officially,
what, the RX?
Possibly.
I mean, that's all you talking about lately.
There's a couple others in here.
It was the Porsche.
Is the RX-7. Option B, option C, option D is the Porsche because sadly I got to be around your age to obtain that.
Shit, what you mean? I can barely obtain that now.
Talking about you got it.
Shit. I didn't say I couldn't afford it, but
exactly. I see 1, 2, 3 out there. That's like,
I mean, I could afford a Porsche if I wanted it.
I see all this in here.
I mean, yeah, I could probably sell like. I got a good like 10 to 12 pairs of sneakers I could sell that would give me a good head start. I could probably sell like my off-white Chicagos and my off-white UNCs, maybe my Dornbecker 4s. I got a few that I could sell for some like 4-digit money. But nah, that won't be not to get what I want. I want that 911 turbo though. Shit.
Especially with the way stuff's dropping.
Those ain't.
To some degree, they are.
Them motherfuckers was a used 997 was like $200K. A brand new one is what, 220 for a brand new one?
I found them for like 80, 90.
We talking like pristine manual trans, low miles. Like they was like 170, 180.
Fair enough.
I'm like, man,
Yeah, but
it was up there.
I will say,
And shit, you think about it, 170, 180, once you add tax and all of that other shit, that's about 200K.
that on my point.
So it's like, yeah, they was up
Well,
there.
you know what we gotta do, man? You gotta hit this content stuff harder.
Either that or we need to hit the fucking lottery.
Well, considering the last 2 billion ones have been hit in California, I'm starting to really believe that it's rigged. So yeah,
You just now realizing that?
no, I'm starting to fully believe that it's rigged.
That shit been
Oh
rigged.
yeah, of course. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like that ain't happening. So we got to get the ball rolling on this content.
Oh, let's say, let me fuck around and hit the lottery. I would just disappear. It's like if you don't know me and you ain't my homeboy, you ain't gonna know who I am no more. Like that's it.
Oh, hey, look, who you telling? About to be like Rick Rap. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody.
I mean that's it. Once you become a multimillionaire, man, you don't live your life in public no more. Well, unless you a professional athlete or something of that nature,
Or
but
Taylor Swift.
or yeah, someone famous. But if you're like a regular person like us and you fucking hit the lottery for $1 billion, your ass ain't gonna be out in the street like that. Damn, I need groceries. Doot doot doot. Hey, I need to order all of this. You're gonna be on that, what is it, Amazon shit where they be getting
Oh
the
yeah.
get the fucking groceries delivered to the crib. It's like you ain't gonna have to do shit unless you wanna do shit. I'm gonna be on some Black Bruce Wayne type shit like Kobe. I'm gonna have a goddamn helicopter and fucking riding around.
uh, yeah. You got anything else?
Nah.
All right. Well, let me say this. You may get an episode uh, the following week. This one comes out because we're going to be in Vegas. I have said I do want to film an episode while we're in Vegas because, Rock Boys reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to get that done. So
Yeah.
apologies in advance if there is not an episode following this one, but the Rock Boys one will happen the week we are back from Sema.
Yeah. I was
Well,
about to say,
check us out. Yeah,
well,
like I said, I passed the torch on to him. So
it's like this dude already went ahead and gave the last thing, and then he like take us out. It's like
yeah,
you should have just let me say what you said. Like what you mean? Nah, but we appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in as always. Let us talk shit. Um, but yeah, let's say, like you said, if we don't do another one before we leave, then definitely we are doing one there. So we'll see y'all soon.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the weakest outro I've heard you do.
I don't really say too
We
much.
gonna work on it. Till next time.